Hello and welcome. You've joined us on Too Sharp, where we get you two important news developments from the financial world. Hi, I'm Nisha Poddar. Now today, the markets are the big news, both the money market as well as the Indian market. A large part of it has to do with several factors, but especially the cues coming in from the US. So first, the big news, the Indian rupee has touched its lowest levels, record levels, and most of the analysts and the economists are of the prediction that it is likely to depreciate further. Now, the US jobs data, that is one of the big important factors which spooked the market, and many other economic factors really came up as a consequence of a stronger than expected US jobs data, which spooked the overall market, both money as well as the equity markets. Let's focus on that and let's break it down. So the US jobs data was better than expected, and that raised concerns that the US Federal Reserve will not cut interest rates in the year 2025. Now, we already know that the US Federal Reserve has cut the number of projected interest rate cuts expected in 2025 from earlier 4 to 2. Now, remember also that a pause by the US Federal Reserve, as is being expected now, would also lift off pressure from the Reserve Bank of India to cut interest rates. Now, that is going to be a concern. The liquidity pressure is something that the market is anticipating. FII selling pressure is already plaguing the Indian markets at the current moment. Add to that, one more factor which really impacted the market was a sudden spike in crude oil prices to 3-month highs, and that was because US imposed fresh sanctions on Russian oil and gas companies. Now, 10-year yield also had jumped, and that added more pressure on the number of negative cues coming in for the Indian markets. So all put together, it was a recipe for disaster, where Sensex and Nifty did not see any let-up in the trading session and continued the downfall. When we talk about Bank Nifty, that continues to be an underperformer compared to Nifty as well as Sensex, given the point that a lot of economic investments are quasi-investments into the big blue chip banking stocks. Now, when we talk about the mid-cap universe, worst hit, knockdown, and selling pressure continued throughout the trading session. All indices ended in the red, sectoral indices, while PSU banks were the worst hit. So that's the scenario of the market. Let's see how these economic indicators really play in the coming times. And not to forget that our own Indian earnings season is a big factor which the market is closely watching out for and is causing concern and weakness in the sentiment as well. Now let's talk about earnings as well as a big blue chip stock. When we talk about Reliance Industries, that particular counter, and a heavyweight at that, has fallen over 20% from its peak levels in the year 2023 July that it had touched. Now that's a worry, but at the particular moment, several brokerage houses have started voicing that the risk-reward ratio now is favorable for Reliance Industries stock. Now, this comes just a few days ahead of Reliance Industries Q3 numbers, which is slated to be announced on 16th of January. Most of the analysts and brokerage firms are expecting that on a year-on-year basis, it could be flat to negative when it comes to operational performance of Reliance Industries, led especially by the weakness in oil to chemical segment as well as retail business. While on the other hand, there could be a slight improvement in the operational performance compared to the last quarter. So this is what we are working with. When we look at the overall scenario for Reliance Industries going forward, a few aspects are to be watched out for. Of course, in the annual general meeting, any indication of Jio's IPO is going to be a very big value unlocking opportunity for the shareholders of Reliance Industries. On the other hand, the retail segment has been seeing weakness, while some analysts do predict that it could really bounce back in the second half of 2025. On the other hand, the new energy capacity also is expected to come on stream starting early 2025. So that's on the anvil. And also not to forget that the tariff hike in the telecom space is something to be watched out for. One has already been taken, whether the other one more tariff hike is on the anvil. So all this is likely to offset the weakness in other segments, while at the current moment, the O2C and retail businesses are weaker, and that is a concern when we talk about Reliance Industries. All eyes on the results coming up on this Thursday. With that, it's a wrap. Thanks so much for tuning in.